Tonight, the story you haven't heard about a deadly hit-and-run accident a year ago that killed a 15-year-old Isanti boy.
And the driver was never charged with a crime because he said he thought he had hit an animal. Tonight, new evidence that could change everything. And
Tom Lydon of the Fox 9 Investigators is here with the story, and it sounds like you are getting reaction already.
Well, the Isanti County Sheriff's Office told us today they are actually re-investigating this case, and I think you'll understand why in a few minutes. Tonight, you will hear evidence that prosecutors and police either missed or neglected when they decided not to charge this case earlier this year. It is evidence that appears to contradict the official version that this was just a terrible tragedy. The victim's family believes this was a crime, maybe even a cover-up.
In the fading light of an early September evening, two lives would collide on this rural two-lane road. A boy riding home on a skateboard and a man driving home from a bar.
I honestly thought that it was a wild animal.
Jeff DeMeules says his son Antonio was an old soul who died too young.
It's very sacred to me because this is the last place he was living before he got killed.
A roadside memorial is just a few feet away from where the 15-year-old took his last breath. September 10th, 2015, 8:09 p.m. Antonio is struck and killed by this white truck. The image captured just seconds later on a security camera.
Right there on the corner.
Eugene Coots was working the night shift at the construction company across the road and was puzzled when police gave the media this cropped photo rather than the actual image, showing the sky at dusk. Sunset was only 35 minutes earlier at 7:34.
In your opinion, it was still fairly light around that time?
It was still light enough to see an object in the road.
The next day, the sheriff's office told the media Antonio was skateboarding down the middle of the road, based on the accounts of two drivers who had passed Antonio minutes earlier. In documents obtained by the Fox 9 investigators, the lead detective, Rob Boker, says he was told to, quote, spin the accident off as a tragedy and not a malicious incident, to get the person responsible to come in faster.
The driver who hit and killed a 15-year-old skateboarder in Isanti.
24 hours later, the driver of the white truck, Adam Mackey, turned himself in.
If I would have known that it was something to stop for like it is now, I would have.
Mackey, who had a previous conviction for drunk driving, admits he was coming home from a local bar, Jumpin' Jacks, where his live-in girlfriend was the bartender. The receipt shows he had a burger and 3 beers. One of the beers he says he bought for another regular. He left Jumpin' Jacks just before 8.
It was dark. All of a sudden, I see this black object about this tall on the ground right before I hit it, and there was a bump on my front bumper, and to me it looked like an animal, dog, or I thought turkey right away.
Mackey says he didn't stop, kept driving another 2 miles until he made it home. Took a look at his truck, only seeing some slight damage on the front grille, and went to bed early. Throughout the interview, Detective Boker almost seems to be assisting Mackey in crafting his narrative.
Obviously, if you hit something so hard, you heard it clank under your truck or your car, you might get out and check it. But,
Sure.
You know, people hit birds, hit animals all the time, and that's why we put it in the press. The report was to say, hey, we can believe this is a tragic accident.
5 months later, Isanti County Attorney Jeffrey Edblad declined to file criminal charges. The prosecutor writing this accident was caused by Antonio DeMeules and not by Adam Mackey. Antonio's family was furious when a few days after that decision, these pictures appeared on Facebook, showing Mackey drinking, double-fisted.
I honestly felt like they were the defense team for the suspect versus looking out for Antonio.
For Antonio's aunt, it seems like the prosecutor forgot the law.
Did you know the law said you had to stop as soon as it was reasonable to do so?
I know that.
How did you know that?
The Amy Sensor case. I think who doesn't know that?
The story was hard to escape. The wife of former Viking Joe Sensor killing a man on a freeway off-ramp and fleeing the scene, saying she thought she'd hit a traffic cone. The jury didn't buy it, and 2 years later, the legislature closed the so-called ignorance loophole in vehicular homicide to require drivers in any collision to stop their car at the scene or as close as possible and investigate what was struck.
You hit something, you're required to stop at the nearest safe place and identify what you hit.
And that's not to check the damage on your car.
No, that's to check what you hit.
John Cummings is with Minnesotans for Safe Driving.
Give Antonio a little justice. 15-year-old kid. Shouldn't die like that.
And this is where it...
Believing there was much more to the story, the family got the entire case file. The accident reconstruction, the forensics, even Adam Mackey's phone records that came on a disc from the BCA. They learned Antonio was thrown 60 feet. His DNA found in the front bumper and rear tire. But the biggest surprise was Mackey's phone records. During the time he told police he took a nap after work, he sent a text to a coworker at 5:23. "Thanks for the beers, bro." When they had those beers, we don't know. But the family wonders if maybe Jumpin' Jacks wasn't Mackey's first stop that evening. Mackey appears to continue texting on his way home from Jumpin' Jacks, and the phone records show he was actually on a phone call from 8:06 to 8:09, 37 seconds. Remember, from the security camera, Antonio was struck just before 8:09 and 20 seconds. And the biggest red flag of all, at 8:49, 40 minutes after Antonio was killed, Mackey is home searching on his phone for a St. County, Minnesota scanner that would allow him to listen to police dispatch calls.
People don't go home and listen to police scanners if they think they hit a dog or a turkey. Sandy would have done their job. They would have found this evidence.
Why didn't they?
Question of the day. Why didn't they do their job? If I can find it, why couldn't they find it? They're trained investigators.
Yes, just minutes after.
Antonio's family says at first they couldn't access the phone records because the disc they got from the BCA was corrupted.
He was not going to submit charges.
They now wonder if Isanti detectives also had a corrupted disc, but didn't bother to ask the BCA for another one.
And is Detective Boker around by any chance?
Is County Attorney Ed by any chance?
Is the sheriff also out?
The county attorney and the sheriff both declined to talk about this case on camera, but by phone they both told me the case is currently under review because of new evidence. That new evidence was brought to them by the family, and it's evidence they'd had all along. The family seems to have presented you with evidence you already should have had. And I guess the question is, why wasn't that evidence looked at? Okay, so it might have been. And yet, more than a year later, it's unclear if detectives have even bothered to re-interview Adam Mackey. When we tried to talk to Mackey, he wouldn't stop.
Mr. Mackey, I'd like to talk to you.
And when we got him on the phone, he wouldn't talk.
I'm wondering why you downloaded the Isanti County scanner app 40 minutes after the hit and run. I'm wondering about phone records that show that you were on your phone between 8:06 and 8:09. Why would you... Don't call again? He said, don't call again, and he hung up. But he didn't have an answer for either of those questions.
I believe that Isanti County treated this case as if my nephew was debris rather than a 15-year-old boy.
Antonio's family says a year later, police have refused to answer even their most basic questions about the case. And while they believe the killing of Antonio may have been unintentional, they say leaving him to die alone in the twilight on a rural county road was a crime.
The Isanti County Sheriff's Office sent Fox 9 a letter today saying while they can't comment on the case, they want to hear more of our phone conversation with Adam Mackey, but in fact, there really isn't any more. He hung up pretty quickly. The deputy sheriff also writes they're interested in hearing it because Adam Mackey is no longer talking to their detectives. He has now hired an attorney.
Tom, we were watching this the whole time and wondering, did the prosecutor see any of this evidence that you've uncovered?
We, of course, asked the prosecutor that. He would not say, but it's very interesting. The prosecutor wrote a letter declining to file charges. They call it a declination. In that declination, there is not a single mention of Adam Mackey maybe being on the phone or Adam Mackey attempting to download this Isanti County scanner app. Both of those critical things not even mentioned in this letter by the prosecutor.
Right.
So that would appear to tell me he did not know.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you'll have some things to follow up on this
Oh,
story.
you bet. We will.
Thanks, Tom.